This week on Barbell Shrugged, we interview Mike McGoldrick, winner of the South Central CrossFit Games Regional. Welcome to Barbell Shrugged. I'm your host, Mike Bledsoe, here with Doug Larson. We're at the Central East CrossFit Regional. Our guest, Mike McGoldrick, winner numero uno from the South Central CrossFit Regional.
What up?
This is your fifth time on the show? You might be setting a record.
It's good to be back, guys. Thanks for having me.
Dang, man, your voice is hurting. You've been screaming all weekend?
I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance. I've been yelling for my girlfriend, Brandy Bonifay, who competed individually this weekend.
She's been doing great.
Who also has been doing very well, yeah. She's been killing it.
Real quick before we get started, make sure to go to barbellshrugged.com, sign up for our newsletter. That way we can notify you of all the stuff we got going on. We got training camps and we've got online coaching stuff going on. A muscle gain challenge starting soon. So make sure to get on that newsletter so we can get you notified of all the stuff we're doing. So what? Follow us on Instagram. I don't know how you do that. Just look at Barbell Shrugged, I guess.
Not very tech savvy.
I'm not. The whole Instagram thing is new to me.
Barbellshrugged.instagram.
Yeah. That's where you need to go. No. So McG, you won the South Central region outright. How does that make you feel?
On top of the world.
On top of the world.
Until I came here and watched these guys.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, shit! I got to compete against these guys soon.
Yeah. Yes, I mean.
Damn.
Central East is fucking super stacked.
Ugh.
And it's pretty incredible to watch.
It's bad. I feel bad for the 2 or 3 guys that could definitely be games athletes that aren't going to the games, that are in this region, that are getting knocked out by, the guys that are like, top 3 in the world.
Yep, I agree. It's a shame, but.
And actually, back to you, Mike. So we're not talking too much about Central East, but sure. I want to talk about you. You were interviewed recently by another podcast, and they forgot to ask you a question, I think. So who's your coach?
James Fitzgerald.
James Fitzgerald?
Yep. Optimum Performance Training, James Fitzgerald.
Just wanted to get that across, just in case maybe it got left out of another interview somewhere.
Sorry, this part of the sock really smells.
Again, I apologize for the socks. I originally was able to blame the TSA for the mistake, but now that we're on like our 5th podcast with socks, it's actually my fault for not buying new pop filters, so I apologize.
They're at least $15 each. We don't have that kind of cash.
At least $15 each. If you want to help us get pop filters on our microphones, you can donate. Just PayPal it to me, Mike at fitter.tv,
So last year you couldn't compete as an individual, and you went team, and that gave you a whole extra year really to focus on your weaknesses and kind of build up some strength, and to come out this year and really absolutely crush it.
Yeah, my training started in May last year. Like as soon as we finished the team competition here, I went back home. I emailed James and was like, "I'm ready to go. Let's start now." And he was like, "All right, we'll start next week." So I've been at it full force since May last year, which is the longest I've ever trained that consistently, and with that much focus for a full year. So it was nice, and glad to see what could actually happen when I put a full year into it. No injuries, no time off, nothing.
Do you have an idea of what the difference between some of your PRs is between now and a year ago when you hired James? Clean PRs, Fran times, anything notable that you remember?
I can name some numbers, and I will, but I'll say first, like my strength numbers weren't really the issue, so we didn't focus on that at all.
Yeah.
And they still went up over the year.
Yeah.
And then but my motor like just grew way more than what it was.
Yeah.
For example, just how I was after workouts and my recovery between workouts and the volume I was able to handle, that kind of thing was where it was more noticeable. But, clean and jerk went up, 10 pounds, snatch went up 10 pounds, and we didn't even focus on that. So, can't complain there.
Because you've always been more of a strong, powerful athlete. That's kind of like what you're naturally built to do. And so you guys had a heavy emphasis on kind of the other end of the spectrum to kind of shore up some of your weaknesses.
Yes, definitely. I didn't lift for like 3 months. I touched on it here and there, but no focus, no strength or lifting program for almost 3 months.
Yeah.
I was doing long workouts, twice a day, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
When I say long, I mean like 20-minute AMRAP, rest 5 minutes, 20-minute AMRAP, rest 5 minutes, 20-minute AMRAP.
Yeah.
I mean, long stuff.
And you're doing 12 sessions like that per week?
I was doing, no, maybe 2 or 3 of those a week, but 12 sessions total a week. So the training volume was higher, as well as the sessions. They were longer duration.
We've got to watch you. I mean, you train at Faction here and there, and like you're in there quite a bit. So like we're able to see like some of the transformation over the year.
Yeah.
And but I was just standing here talking to somebody who doesn't see you very often, and he was like, "Man, McGoldrick just looks different than he did a year ago. Just the transformation that you've gone through." It's like, yeah, you just look fitter, You're leaner, got more muscle mass. Looks good.
Thanks, man.
Very sexy.
I've had a lot of that this weekend. People I haven't seen in a year. They're like, "You look like a different person," and like I didn't, I wasn't expecting that at all. I haven't lost any weight. I weigh the same as I have for 3 years.
Right.
But I guess I've leaned out.
Yeah.
I always thought I was pretty lean, but I guess not.
Yeah.
And during the summer, when I was in that long phase, I was really thin. I think I was down like 185, which I haven't been that light in years.
Yeah.
And then I started lifting again a little bit leading up to regionals, so I put some weight back on. So they probably wouldn't have really recognized me then either.
How tall are you and what do you wear?
I'm 5'11", I'm 195.
Okay.
Yep.
So I know you, for a while, went through kind of the same progression food-wise that a lot of CrossFit athletes go through, where they're like super strict paleo and they want to like do their best, so they'd be really, 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 really strict, and then you figured out that, well, fuck, I need some more carbohydrates, which is a huge trend right now for athletes, that carbohydrates aren't quite as bad as they thought they were, and they help you perform. And I know you went through that phase too, where you started adding in sweet potatoes and rice, and you've been eating just more food and more carbohydrates, and you feel a lot better, and you've been performing a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely. It did start with that. I was very strict paleo. I considered like, I upped my carbs this week. I had 3 sweet potatoes.
Right.
Whereas now I'm eating rice twice a day, ice cream at night. Like, I mean, when you're hitting the volume, 12 sessions a week.
Yeah.
Like, it got to the point where I didn't even, it's not that I really chose to change my food that much. I had to.
Yeah.
Like, I was hungry, and I couldn't cook enough fruits and vegetables and meat.
You're not going to eat enough meat
right.
to satisfy that. Yeah.
I was like, whatever. Like, all right, I'm boiling 4 cups of rice. Like, I have to eat this.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not, I'm going to fall apart. And, but what was great was that I didn't notice any negative side effects.
Right.
I got leaner.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. So
yeah,
sounds
you definitely
crazy
have to
and
try
counterintuitive.
I know. I mean, I was eating coconut milk ice cream at night.
Right.
Like high sugar before I go to bed. And,
what's your favorite sources of carbohydrate for fueling performance? What do you think helps you out the most?
Coconut milk ice cream.
I heard it gives you the farts though.
It does. A lot of fiber.
He was being polite when he said he heard.
Yeah. Did you really hear it right now?
Yeah, right.
I mean, I heard it, not from somebody, but straight from your ass.
That's what I mean. I'm like, crap. His microphone's strong. That's just a joke. But no, in a serious side, rice, and I mean, lots of rice. It doesn't bother me at all. Any rice product. I eat a lot of gluten-free breads now. Make a lot of sandwiches they're made of like rice flour and different kind of stuff.
Rice is not going to bother most people. No. It's not something that's going to irritate your stomach. But if you don't train a lot, you probably don't need to eat it either.
Right. I mean, these past 2 weeks, my volume's been down kind of low, so I haven't been eating it as much. It's just, you just got to monitor it. You got to know your body. You got to know like what's good and what's bad. Like if you eat something and you're gassy and your lips start itching, you probably shouldn't eat that anymore.
Your lips itch.
Have your lips ever itched before?
I mean, just whatever side effect may happen.
What are some other side effects you might notice?
I get itchy gums sometimes. My gums itch.
Oh, gum. Oh, okay. I really didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, my gums, like, in my mouth.
Okay.
Those
They'll
gums.
itch if you eat something unfavorable?
Like some things, sometimes if I'm, like, slightly allergic to something, they itch. It's weird. I'm like...
That is weird.
Yeah.
So you eat a lot of sushi, Thai food, things like that?
Yeah, man, just
get
the calories
healthy
in.
fats from the fish, protein, plus the rice?
Yeah, that's another thing, too. The fats, I used to focus on, like, I got to get, like, 48 almonds in and cover my salad in, like, 3 cups of olive oil.
Right.
I don't supplement a lot of fat anymore. I get a lot of from animal meats.
Right.
It's a lot of bacon grease, like mainly like animal fats.
Yeah.
But and butter, but
right.
Not near as much as I used to because if you're training twice a day, 6 days a week, for a number, you don't want to slow the digestion. You want everything to get in your system quick, and you want to feel light all day long and tight, that kind of thing.
You do most of your shopping at Costco, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you buy everything in bulk.
And they're getting better with selections. They sell like, health food selections now in bulk. Like,
have organic vegetables. And
yeah.
Are they doing grass-fed beef yet?
No, they do. But they do grass-fed butter. They do.
We do get our butter. From
I bought like a 10-pound bag of rice for like $8. Like
Perfect.
I'm not even halfway through it yet. They sell organic. They sell organic quinoa pasta now. It's awesome.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
never had that.
Boil the pasta. We crock pot like 3 pounds of chicken, and we add a bunch of like pasta sauce to it. It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about trying to vary your meals. Pasta, woohoo!
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. And you guys have like 3 or 4 crock pots, don't you?
We have 4 crock pots.
4 crock pots, and you'll use them all.
We do. We fill them all up.
Yeah.
We usually do 2 of them with ground beef, 1 of them with chicken, and then we'll do 1 with like something special. We'll splurge that week. We might buy a brisket.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Wow, man, going off.
Most of your meals are
off
pretty
the deep end.
Are they pretty boring most of the time? Like eating the same thing throughout the week, or
To some people, they might be boring, but to me, they're delicious. Like you saw how excited I just got about talking about quinoa pasta.
Are you eating the same thing 4 days in a row, or how do you kind of split that up?
We'll cook, like, we'll say, we cook 4 things in the crock pot, 2 or 3 things in the oven, and 4 or 5 things on the stove. I'd say we have like 5 meats during the week, 5 vegetables, and 3 starches. We'll have quinoa, rice, and sweet potato. So it's quite a bit.
That's a lot of variety.
Right. But we don't have time to cook meals each night, so you got to kind of have the same thing each day of the week.
Yeah, if you're training 3-4 hours a day, when you're gonna cook?
Right. I don't want to. I want to come home.
Week.
I want to put the food in me, and I want to sit on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone was asking us not too long ago about what makes you a person that can go from not competing at that level and placing it all the way to first place over a course of 2 years. And I was saying, and this is just my opinion, but your willingness to absolutely destroy yourself on a lactic type workout and to grind through that pain, like that's hard to teach someone to do, to be willing to put themselves in that kind of pain. And then also your willingness to recover and cook for yourself and go to bed when you're supposed to go to bed and to get enough sleep. Like you put as much dedication into cooking your meals and shopping as you do into your workouts, and it all comes together. You got to have both sides of that equation.
You're exactly right, man. It all adds up. I mean, you think about points here. How many athletes have looked at the scoreboard and been like, oh, man, if I just did 1 or 2 more reps, I'd have been up 4 places.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you would have gone to bed 1 or 2 more nights earlier that week, that kind of thing, I mean, it's all going to add up. And I just don't see, if you're trying to make it to the highest level, why you would even flirt with that. I mean,
yeah, this is a sport of like split seconds now.
Yeah, I mean, it all adds up. So, give it everything you have. Why not? At least try it for a year and see what happens. Mm-hmm. That way hey, I did that. I did everything. And sometimes it may not make a difference. You're good enough that you don't need that. That's fine. But, some of us do.
So what is your sleep schedule? You get 8, 9, 7?
Between 8 and 10.
8 and 10 every night?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. You take naps?
Oh, yeah.
So you get between 8 and 10 hours of sleep every night, and you get to take a nap.
Yeah, I take 5 to 10 minute power naps. 1 or 2 a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, people are like, how do you have time to take a nap? I'm like, who doesn't have, it's a bathroom break. Like, come on, 5 to 10 minutes? Seriously, go lay down for 5 minutes. Even if you don't fall asleep, lay down, slow your breathing down, close your eyes, and relax. You'd be amazed what it does for you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's very true. It is about as long as a bathroom break. Yeah. And no one says, I didn't have time to go to the bathroom today.
Yeah, I mean, all right, so I understand.
No time.
I'm extremely blessed. I have a job where I'm able to work from home and travel and set my own hours. So
sure.
That like the lifestyle I have allows me to be the athlete that I can be. But and I understand people have, full-time jobs that go to office all day long, but you get lunch breaks. Most people get lunch breaks and can leave. I'll tell you what, if I was there at the office, I would go to my car and I would sleep for 10 minutes and I would eat my lunch at my desk.
Do that all the time.
I would not leave and go eat lunch for an hour.
No.
I mean, it's easier for me to sit here and say that because I'm not in that situation, but,
Sure.
Are you?
Yeah, it is, Mike. Jeez.
You
I
jerk.
mean, try it. Are you doing everything you can, or is that just another excuse?
Yeah.
I've taken many naps in my car during lunch hours. Just open up your lunchbox, crush something in 5 minutes, and then you have 45 minutes to do whatever the hell you want. Take a 30-minute
I'm
nap.
gonna sleep if I want to. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, used to do that in the Navy. Like, rush the food, take a nap. Everyone thought I was taking hour-long lunches. Some of them are probably listening right now. That son of a bitch.
He tricked me.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We will talk to Mike more.
Great.
Welcome back to the Daily BS. My name is Doug Larson with the Barbell Shrugged Podcast. The question today is about the 6-month muscle gain program. They're asking how many Metcons per week they're going to be doing in that program. So here's the overall structure of how the 6-month muscle gain goes. For the most part, you'll be working out 5 days per week. 4 of those will have a Metcon. So usually it'll be Monday, Tuesday. There'll be strength training, usually mostly Olympic stuff and squatting. Since it's a very weightlifting centered program, there'll be a lot of snatches, clean and jerks, and front and back squats. Not a whole lot of classic powerlifting type deadlifts, more of a weightlifting bend. And then after the strength and power portion, we'll do a Metcon on both Monday and Tuesday. Wednesdays usually we take off and there's some type of mobility or nutrition videos to watch, more like homework. That you can submit your results to the Facebook group about how you structured your meals or what kind of changes you made to your diet. And then on Thursday, it's strength training only without any conditioning. And then Friday and Saturday are just like Monday and Tuesday. There's strength training and then a Metcon for conditioning for those days. So again, 5 days a week. 4 of those will have a Metcon. All 5 days have some type of strength training. So I hope that helps. If you have more questions about the 6-month muscle gain challenge, you can click on the muscle gain challenge tab at the very top of the page at barbellshrugged.com, and you can read through all the information on that page, or you can always ask us a question with the Ask a Question tab for any topic you'd like if you don't want us to do a daily BS on it, or if you have very specific questions, very specific to your situation, and you want to sign up for that program, you can always email me, Doug at barbellshrugged.com.
We ready? And we're back. You're listening to Barbell Shrugged, of course. Doug and I are here, and we are interviewing, just hanging out with Mike McGoldrick.
What up?
South Central winner. He's still here. Hey, so you just bought a new house.
I did.
Got new digs, and it's pretty fucking exciting because you got a big garage. You got like 2 garages or something like that?
Yeah, the home we bought already has a regular 2-car garage, and then the previous owner, for some reason, had like some of her family move back in, so she was like, okay, well, I'll build you guys your own garage. And she like added onto the house another 2-car garage, like separate driveway, garage door. They even added like another door into it from the kitchen, so it's like on the other side of the house, completely separate from everything else.
So you have a 2-car garage to turn into a gym.
It is, and the whole thing's a gym. We're not ever gonna put a car in it.
And you already got a bunch of stuff from Rogue?
Yep, ordered it last week.
Mm-hmm.
They were incredible. It showed up in like 2 days. I emailed them, was like, hey, I was so excited. I was like, I just ordered a bunch of equipment. I'm coming up to Columbus this weekend. Can I pick up some of it? And they're like, well, I mean, we'll ship it there by Wednesday. I was like, oh, well, okay. I guess I'll wait. Or it'll get here early, but I just wanted some of it.
The service is fantastic.
Oh, man, it's awesome. Like, I love buying stuff from them.
Mm-hmm. What else you get?
I got a 10-foot rig. It's like a wall mount, so it'll like go into the corner.
Yeah.
It's got a spiel bar on it, a dirty south bar. Ordered a new barbell, Ohio bar, some plates. We got what else? Oh, a yoke, and just a few other odds and ends. So.
Right.
Did you decide on a name yet?
Manifest Fitness.
Manifest Fitness.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Have you actually gotten to use it yet?
Any of it?
Yeah.
No, it's still in boxes.
You haven't even trained yet.
As soon as we got it in, we had to leave town.
Yeah.
But next week, rig's going up. I'm excited.
Put it up. We're going to hold a weightlifting meet there, huh?
Yeah, I want to call it. I don't know, what should we call it?
I don't know. We'll bring some barbells and bumpers down and have a good time.
The Silverback Open.
The McG Open.
The Silverback Open.
I like the Silverback Open.
That's mine.
All right. It's it'll be like a party. You have to bring your own bumpers.
bring BYOB. Bring your own bumpers.
I like it.
Yep.
I'm bringing my own bar too.
So yeah, I'm bringing my own bar.
Actually, I never used the Ohio bar. Have you seen the bar yet? I haven't used an Ohio bar.
I don't know what the difference is between that and the Rogue bar. I think it's like a little bit more money, but it's like this one I got's like all black, so I'm pretty excited. It's awesome. It's all blacked out.
Okay.
Yep.
Murdered out bar.
That's right. I'm pretty excited about the home too, though. It's in a new neighborhood. It's got like a almost a 400-meter loop. It's like a little bit more. Yeah, it's like perfect to run. And then directly across the street, there's like all these soccer fields and like playground and stuff.
Really?
It's just cool stuff around
nice.
here.
Wow.
Yeah.
All branches a little nicer than Memphis.
Yeah, definitely.
Or a lot nicer for that matter.
Yeah, and it's still pretty close to Faction, like 35-minute drive. So.
You got a place to swim now?
Yeah, there's a YMCA right down the road.
Man,
very excited.
Got it all set up. I'm kind of jealous.
If you want to swim at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon instead of 5 in the morning, I'll go with you.
Yeah, no kidding. They're the last place. They weren't very flexible. I was like, I come in to swim, and like I'm not a member at the place, but I came in. I'm like, look, I just need to swim. I just need to use the pool. And they're like, okay, well you can buy a master's pass. I'm like, all right, thank you. They're like, it's $25. I'm like, that's a pretty good deal. And you get 10 swims with that. I'm like, awesome. Yeah. They're like, but you can only come in the hours of 5 and 6 a.m. on Tuesdays. I'm like, so I do that for like 3 weeks, and then I come in late one time because I'm like, screw it. If they don't want me in there, they can tell me to get out. And it was like 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I get done swimming, and they come up and they're like, we really don't need you here at this hour. We need you to come to the master swim hours. I was like, and there was literally no one in the pool. It was completely empty.
Well, I went and swam with you one day.
Yeah.
When we weren't supposed to be there.
Yeah. There was no one there.
And there was nobody there.
Yeah.
They were like, well, we don't want, you to intimidate the old people. I'm like, what old people? There's nobody here.
So I mean, it was cool. They still let me pay a little bit to come swim, but it was more of a hassle. Like, like I would swim to recover, but who's recovering at 5 in the morning? Like, I don't work. I don't function like that.
I'm usually recovering at 5 in the morning in bed.
Yeah. I mean, it was better to just sleep some days. So.
Yeah. So is that actually a pretty big part of your training this year? You do a lot more swimming?
It has been, yeah.
That was a hole in your game in the past, wasn't it?
It was, like, probably 2 years ago, a year and a half ago.
Should tell
what episode?
The triathlon. Did we tell it?
Yeah, it's on the swimming episode, the whole story.
That's right, when we interviewed Lucas.
Long story short, though, basically I did a triathlon and was dead last in the swim. It was awful. I didn't know how to freestyle for that long. I turned to my back and was just fluttering along and got lost.
Right.
It was a disaster.
Way off track.
Yeah.
But to be honest, we started swimming not in the hopes of we're planning for the games. Right. It was more hey, you could use this. It's something you're bad at. It can teach you how to breathe and relax, which could translate into several other things in your training.
Right.
And then I got better at it, and now I'm able to do intervals with it, and it's one more interval training session a week I can do without beating my body up.
Yeah.
Heck, even a hard, I can go hard in the pool, and it makes my body feel better as I get out. So once or twice a week, I was doing intervals in the pool, and just kind of ramped up. It got to where I was doing some serious distance in it for a CrossFitter.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I went swimming with you one day. I got to see I didn't watch you progress. I saw you suck in the beginning, and then I went and swam with you a few months ago, and I was like, oh shit, Mike can swim.
Yeah.
This is awesome. So if it does come up at the games, you'll be perfectly fine.
I think I'll be all right. I mean, I still got a lot of work to do. Open water, I know, is way different than swimming laps in the pool, but I'm gonna go out and
you'll still be more prepared than a lot of people, I think. Yeah.
Hopefully.
When we going out to open water, we need to go. We need to go to the coast and
name it, brother.
Let's do it.
I want revenge on that triathlon.
We need to do some open water swimming with fins and then some with no fins. A little bit of both.
I want to rub it in that old lady's face that passed me. And be like, ha! I have the power now.
Yeah, in that sprint triathlon, he spent the entire race trying to catch up to everybody.
I was like, I got
to swim.
I like got to the bike and was like, I was going so fast. Well, I thought. I remember passing Ashley, your wife, and she was like, what are you doing behind me?
Yeah. She was thrilled that she beat you in something.
She passed me in that swim in like the first 20 meters.
The funny thing,
she didn't know it, but I saw her and I was like, crap.
The funny thing is that Ashley was like, I might drown during this race.
Yeah.
And then she passes McGoldrick. It's like,
What do you think I was going to say? Guys, I might drown too. I wasn't going to say anything.
There's a lot of confidence going into this race.
I was just going to let it happen.
It's going to be a surprise to everybody.
Yeah. That's been good. It's been good for the training. It definitely helps the body recover. I enjoy it. I crave it now.
I was going to see how long I could hold it without laughing, but I couldn't do it.
Don't do that to me.
This is where Chris Moore would step in.
Yeah,
that's right.
Don't do that to me. I can't sit in silence when people aren't talking because I feel like I have to say something, and then I have like diarrhea of the mouth.
I was waiting for you to say something awesome.
I did. More?
Keep going.
No.
McGoldrick's never coming back on the show. All right, let's wrap this up. All right, anything you want to promote?
I'd like to promote mobilitykits.com. Go to the website, sign up for our newsletter, check out the products that we have for sale. Want to give a shout out to Brandy Bonifay, my girlfriend, for competing in her first individial competition this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
She did an amazing job. Shout out to her coach Max at OPT for doing an awesome job helping her progress throughout the year. I'm blown away with the improvements she's made.
That's fantastic. Yeah, we had Max on a couple weeks ago, and he came on here and did an awesome show with us. Dude is super, super, super smart. I was really excited that I got to meet him. We were down at the South Central Regionals. And actually, before I plug, I haven't really talked to you much about mobility kits lately because you've been training so hard for regionals. Yep. How's that been going?
It's going really well. We had a large inventory built up, and it actually sold out like in a month and a half, 3 months quicker than I expected it to. So we're completely out of stock right now. Yep. We're in the works with a new manufacturer, trying to get that nailed down because I don't want to move forward until we get a new design going, and hopefully have something in people's hands by late June. That'd be the best case, and I'd say worst case, late July.
Okay. All right. If you want to sign up for the 6-month muscle gain challenge, that's going to start here on July 8th. That program is about 3/4 of the way full right now, so if you want to do that, sign up sooner rather than later. If you want to sign up, you can go to barbellshrugged.com, click on shop, click on online coaching, and click on the 6-month muscle gain challenge, and you can read over all the things that are involved in that program. With that, you get the Faction Foods Nutrition course and Maximum Mobility as a bonus. Those will be on the days that you're not training. The Faction Foods course and Maximum Mobility will be a part of your homework, so to speak. That way, on the days that you're not training, you're still taking care of your nutrition and your mobility, which that's something that everyone can get better at, no matter how good you are at it. So, if you want to sign up for that, go to barbellshrugged.com and you can check it out there. If you have questions, you can always email me, Doug@barbellshrugged.com.
And speaking of more muscle, we're in the Progenics tent here at the regional. And if you want to buy some Progenics, which will help you put on more muscle, you should use the promo code SHRUG at checkout. You'll get 10% off. Make sure to go to iTunes if you like this podcast and give us a 5-star rating, leave a comment, and like us on Facebook. See you next time. Thanks for coming out, McG.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
If we light these all at one time, it's just going to go off in a big chain?
Yeah, that's what it is. One big...
Just one big thing.
How do I hold all the bars? Mike, hold these. Sweet baby, Mike.
I'm trying to get rid of it. No one will take it.
Shereen, take this baby.
No.
Can we put it somewhere soft?
Yeah, one big wheel.
How long will it last?
I don't know. We've never really done it. We kind of got annoyed with one of them and put it out. I'm guessing it's 10 or 20 minutes probably.
20 minutes?
Maybe. I don't know.
Mike Bledsoe here from the Barbell Shrugged Podcast. This is the Don't put that on CTP.
Learning more.
What
buy one get one free, so that's 40 minutes guaranteed.
It's $100 in firecrackers.
Oh, yeah.
So I want,
There you
I
go.
want some dynamite.
Let's get a cannon.
They gotta have M80s.
I like it's like a grocery store. They have the aisles labeled. Here's your repeaters aisle.
Where's the dynamite aisle?
Oh, where's the rockets? Oh, sir, that's on aisle 2. Aisle 2. Rocket aisle.
We just signed Mike up for ChristianMingle.com. It's gonna be crazy.
Where's the sparklers?
You still got your username and password for adultfriendfinder.com?
You're gonna go on so many quality dates.
Don't put that out there.
Hey man,
You're just in time.
good morning.
Good morning.
Where'd you come from, eh? Hey,
Dropped
look
off,
at this guy.
dropped off Randy.
Hey.
Hey,
Friendly bro hug.
TorqueCreation.com.
Oh, dude. It's a sword.
That's a little heavy, isn't it, buddy?
Shoots flaming balls and report.
Let me ask you something, Mike. Are you gonna take the ball or the sword?
I think I might be going with the sword today. Oh, they just got a sword on here. It's not actually a sword.
I just got a fucking hair in my Starbucks coffee. It came through the straw. I threw it on the ground.
No way.
Yeah. OMG. $1,500.
3, 2, 1, go! Here we go!
I do. Let's try new things. Play sports.
Constantly. I never stick with anything.
Constantly very.
Self-pleasure.
Hey, constantly very masturbation.
Gotta switch it up.
Constantly very highly intense masturbation.
This wasn't mine.
That's
my jumbo one. You see?
You don't need that much caffeine.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't. Do you know if you made caffeine illegal, you know what the next step would be?
Free mahi mahi. Ashley just texted me. Are you gonna make it for fundamentals? Nope.
I'm busy doing important stuff.
I mean, low intensity masturbation would be not very interesting, so.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
Ow! The champ is here! He's on platform 6, rocking the bright red nanos!
Got a man down.
I'm tired. Or maybe it's hard.